Hi everyone. Boy, I'm telling you, it's been a minute. I have to pop my camera up in order for my camera to work. I'm telling you, it's been a month. It's been a month of Thursdays since I've been on. I had to take a break, you guys. It's just where it is. Stop messaging me, whoever it is. I'm just teasing. All right. So, I don't know if you guys read the title to the description. FJ Treasures just put up the follow-up to the bubble. Oh, hang on, let me click on that. FJ. Hi Jeremy, by the way. How are you, buddy? FJ Treasures just put up the follow-up to the bubble wrap fiasco testing tape. This time they don't seem to be as much of a mess. So if you guys aren't familiar, feel free to drop the link to that, Jeremy. If you guys aren't familiar with FJ Treasures, they are the ones that broke the news on the bubble wrap fiasco. They did an amazing job. Anyway, let me go up here real quick before I get into what I'm going to get into. Some of you guys and gals may not be aware of what's been going on here. Crazy. But let me say hi. Obviously, Jeremy was the first one here. You can do a Pruette. Boy, I can talk. I need more coffee, apparently. Hi, Kathleen. This will be interesting. It will. Jan, how you doing, girl? It's almost time for some. Yep, we're gonna get edumacated. I've been silent, kinda. Hi, Maria. You keep hearing Ross from Friends yelling pivot. Dana Leslie, you're getting dizzy from pivoting. I don't recognize your name, so you must be new. Welcome in. Hi. Karen, how are you, Karen? April, how are you? Michelle, Anissa, how are you? Oh, Mary, Anissa, wow. Woo, Mary, how you doing, girl? Did you go to the big thing in Springfield with everybody? Sue, how are you? Let's see. All right, you guys. I'm going to try really hard not to cry. Can I say something? Anna, only with your permission. Hey, girl. Hey. Kathy. Chrissy. Hey, girl. Hey. Brett. Ethel. How you doing, girl? Hillary, how are you? Invading from Dixon Pickens. That's okay. I love Marcus. I'm going to call him a kid because my kids are 31, 32. I keep saying 31, 32 and 37. So I can call Marcus a kid. I feel like he could be one of my kids. Let's see, where are we at? Jeremy, Brett, Brenda, how are you? Your first time here? Welcome in. There is the link to FJ Treasures. Speaking of the devil, the devil's advocate is me. Hi, Marcus. How are you, buddy? If you guys aren't subscribed to Marcus Dixon's Pickens, Jeremy, or okay, you guys, I'm at a loss. I have 3 monitors here, and I use this one over here to do all of my stuff off of, and something in my computer. I got to go get another hookup. So I'm down to 2 monitors. So I should actually put YouTube up here because I made some changes to my channel, and I'm not sure who all, hang on a second here. Your channel. I'm not sure who all is wrenched, but Brian, there you're a pivot. Hi, Aretha. How you doing? All right, I got that on over here. Yes, okay. Back up here. Where are you? Brian. Live and Redefine. Over here from Dixon's. Thank you, guys. Harbor's Hope. How are you? First time? Oh, my gosh, you guys. There's so many cool people in here. Hi, Gina. Cat feeling thrifty. Holy moly. I'm going to have to get my chair here in a minute. Lissa, how are you? Okay, so there's Dixon Pickens' channel right there, Marcus. Go check him out. So I passed you back up. Where are you? I'm going to try really hard not to cry, but I got a towel here just in case. I am the kind of person that likes to do things for people, and I never expect anybody to do anything back for me. And I have helped a lot of people out because I could. And I got a box in the mail 3-4 weeks ago. I'm bad. And I decided I was going to wait until one of the shows to open it up because I knew who it was from, but I didn't know what it was. Anyway, I didn't. And then I sat something on top of it because it might have some inventory. So the other day I was listing stuff, and here's this box. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to open it. Anna, Digging Dawson Finds, lives in back east from me, and she's a farm girl. And she is just, she's had a year. A lot of us have had a year. I've had a bad year. I don't talk about it much. I don't say much. We sold the farm. I lived there all my life. We moved. They tore the buildings down. They burned the house down. They donated it to the fire department. I don't talk about it much because I get choked up. Not a lot of people in their life have been lucky enough to live in the same place their whole life, to be raised in a house, and then to raise your kids there, and then to watch it go away. So it's been a painful year. Sorry. Anyway, I got this. I did a video on Holt Howard a while back, and there was something that I pulled up that I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I opened up this package, and what, wouldn't you know it? She bought these two things from that video and sent them to me. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything, all the nice things that people say and do. And maybe we don't say thank you enough to people, and maybe we don't realize what people are going through. But everybody right now is in some major turmoil that is a seller. And I don't care what platform you're on. I'm not reading the comments right now. There have been other people that have sent me things and done things for me too, but I want you guys to know that I really appreciate every single one of you. Hi, Ty. Thanks, Josh. Okay. Now I can be mean, right? Uh-oh. I can't. Hi, Marie. All right. Sorry, you guys. I do have a heart. I know some of you guys think I don't, but I do. Oh, Maureen, hi. Man, there's a lot of people in here that I haven't seen in a while. Woo. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, all right. So there has been a lot of problems with eBay, and maybe there haven't. Every platform out there has a problem. Every one of them. Let me I hope my computer doesn't mess up because there have been issues with my, okay. In my description, 70 of you guys in here. Wow, I don't think I've ever had 70 people. I'm not that exciting. In my description, I wrote, there's lots of fear mongering, bullying, paranoia, anxiety, and just plain old nonsense being spewed out there. It's a hard knocks life, you guys. If you can't handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen. Maybe it's time for you to leave eBay or Amazon or Mercari or Depop or Grailed or Posh or wherever it is that you sell on. No platform is perfect, but I will tell you something right now. eBay is here to stay. They are not losing money. They're trying to fix things. Could they be more upfront with us? They could, but they don't have to. eBay owes us nothing. They are a platform that we pay to use. They made a platform and they offered it to us to use. And if we don't like it, if things aren't working for us, then we need to turn around and look in the mirror and say, what could we be doing to make this platform better for us? So therefore, I'm like, if learn to pivot, do everything you can and be patient. For years, I've told you guys, I am a list it and forget it kind of girl. And that doesn't mean I'm going to list it and never touch that listing again. But I also am not going to be the person that, oh, this hasn't sold in 30 days or 90 days. I'm going to take it down and get rid of it. Why would you do that? I sell in every niche. I'm not a clothing seller. I do sell clothing. I'm not a antique seller. I do sell antiques. As a matter of fact, you guys, let's just do this. Let me share. I need to go right here. I know a lot of you guys follow my store. Oh, thank you, Regina. That's very nice of you. You did not have to do that. I appreciate you. Okay. I want this. Let's see if I can remember how to do this, you guys. This. Share. All right. This is my store on eBay. I need to change that picture. It chokes me up. I have 100,000 followers. Do you know having followers of your store isn't a bad thing? eBay is a social media site. Do you know that you can hook all of your a squirrel? You can hook all of your social media to eBay and share from it. Are you guys doing that? Hi, Dory. Do you know, Scott, you're hilarious. I bet she does. Do you know that you can use Pinterest to help you sell your items from eBay? Are you guys using every stinking avenue that you can use that eBay has given you? Don't go down that road, Josh. I'll beat you. Let's go in here and check this out, and then we're going to talk about some other things. First off, do you see 25 or 50 of the same items here, or do you see different items as I scroll down? What do you guys see? There's a reason I'm asking you this. There's a reason. How many of you guys have categories set up in your store? If you're a clothing seller, I guarantee you aren't going to have categories like I have categories. Accessories, I need to get rid of one of these. Advertising, anime, manga, anything anime, art, automotive, backpacks, bags, totes, bits and bobs, books, cameras and parts, cassettes, children's books, children's games, Christmas. And then I have subcategories under Christmas. I have all of this stuff under Christmas. I have all of these different subcategories under books, antique and collectible, antiquarian and collectible, pamphlets, catalogs, children, young adults, comic book, cookbooks, fixtures, How many of you guys have categories in your stores? You have categories, Karen? Jeanette, yep. How many of you have this many categories? Ephemera. Look at all the different categories. Somebody coming into your store and looking for ephemera, well, they maybe just want magazines. I also have magazines and books, but pamphlets, paper dolls, photographs, postcards, print ads, slides, transportation, vintage stationery. It's all paper. Books could technically be a subcategory under ephemera because books are ephemera. I am an everything seller. Linens, media, men's jewelry, men's ties, men's coffee mugs, teacups, music, CDs, needlework, pantry. That's any kind of food type item. PC games, postcard. I need to clean up my categories. That's very obvious. Pottery and glass, pottery, glass, and china. This is for more high end. Purses, records, religious, science fiction, sewing, subcategories under sewing. Sheet music, shoes, subcategories under shoes. Where the heck did that go? It just left me. Tupperware, brand new parts and pieces and vintage. Video games and consoles, vintage clothing and shoes, vintage coloring, women's, yarn and fiber, other. That's a lot of freaking categories. And hi, Cookies Girl. Hi, Kathy. And I can tell you something right now. Not only is that a lot of freaking categories, but there's something I have. What do I got? Does it tell you? All items. 3,000 and some listing. 3,327 listings at this moment. If you niche down to just a couple of categories, that can be fine. But if we go through times like we're going through right now, this Dooney and Burke purse is not a necessity, but they don't. I'll tell you what, I could not find another one exactly like this out there. It's not priced high. You know, this right here, I've already had offers on this. I've only had this listed for a day. And guess what? Your girl started using Photo Room because is that a nice picture or what? Who wouldn't? Your other category. My category is other. I needed to. Since I've moved, I don't have just one listing station. And it's really bothered me that my backgrounds weren't what I want. Now, a lot of my listings have this green in it because I have a listing station over here. I'm in the process of finishing my basement so that will be my clothing listing. And I'm going to move all of my listed inventory down there sometime in the next couple of months. But the fact of the matter is that I've said, I have been stubborn. I'm not going to use Photo Room. And finally, somebody talked me into just try it. And I've been having a blast with it. Just the first picture. This got photo roomed. This got photo roomed. I've been, this is Photo Room. The purse. Let's see what else we got here on these. I've been having fun. The Christmas tree got photo roomed. This shirt got photo roomed. This shirt got photo roomed. So, and this isn't, I decided I didn't need that. That looked okay there, but it's amazing the things that you can do, mostly to help reduce cropping time. Yep. Photo Room is, I do think they have a free one, but you only get so many. It's $89 for a year. And you can do so much more than just your photos. You can do all kinds of editing with it, but you can get it. I don't have a link to it. You can get it. I should get a link to it, huh? You can get it, have a 7-day free trial, Dory. That means I have to move all the bodies. I do all the bodies. All right. Categories. Now then, let's go back here. And I think, no, it wasn't there. Manage my store. Let's see if this will do this. Manage your store. Look at this. You can make featured categories. I had this. They changed some stuff. I haven't gone back in and did this. The banner is my barn from the farm. And you can make all these different featured categories. Bling out your store. You can put a little video in your store. See how it says up here, I have 5 of 8 tasks completed. I haven't done a video to put in my store. I don't know that I want to. Promote your store. You can do a store newsletter. You can set up store ads. You can do social. This is new. Here we go. Reach a new audience with social media. Create custom posts for social to delight and reach new buyers. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest hooked up to it. You can hook up all kinds. Select a widget to link a business. I'm pretty sure you can hook up Instagram, guide to getting started with Seller Hub social page. There's all these different links that you can go to. TikTok, all of them. You can hook all that stuff up. Right? There's learning resources. Hey, Rob, how you doing? The only person I know who's done a video is back from burnout. Mel. Speaking of that, there's some links in the description of this video to some channels that I think you guys may or may not want to check out. Mel's one of them. Mark, oh, you know what? I bet Marcus is down there too. So there's some people down below that if you guys want to follow and you want to catch up and see what's going on. So take advantage. I'm going to have to say, and this is not based on any research whatsoever. I'm going to say that 80% of people have no idea that you can hook all of this stuff up. Are we using every piece of information we can get, everything that eBay is giving us? Are you using that to your advantage? Are you using, Josh, you need to listen, where did he go? Josh, you need to get an Instagram. You need to just get it for your business. This isn't for you to socialize and do all of that stuff. But there's a lot of people that would love to talk to you that don't have it, that don't want to do the email stuff. I've been bugging you for a while. Just get it under your YouTube name, have everything the same, and you might be amazed. I'm on him. I'm not gonna stop. Hi Todd, how you feeling? You're here to hassle me. Anyway, who did I miss? I will work on my duck lips. It's just one of those things, you know. I have a lot of stuff I'd like to talk to you about, but I don't want to do it in an email. I'd rather talk to you. You have my number. You can call me. Talking to people in writing sometimes is really hard because you can't hear a tone of voice. Sometimes talking to people in writing is better for me because they don't want to hear my tone of voice. All right. So the other thing that I have put in see if I can make it through one show. How many of you, number one in the chat, how many of you have actually read this? How many of you have read the user agreement? I am so exhausted from listening to people say that they don't know. They don't know this. They don't know that. There's general, there's legal disputes, indemnity, release as in an NDA, disclaimer of warranties, payment services, additional terms. This is your business. I don't even care if you're doing it part-time. You're doing it part-time to make money. This is your business. Treat your business Like it's your business. I can't believe I just said that, but I did. This is your business. This is your livelihood, our business, our livelihood. If you don't know the rules, if you don't know the terms of service for the platform that is your main income, there's a problem. There's a huge problem. And where's that problem? Look in the mirror again. It's you, me, us. I pull up stuff from eBay's terms of all of their stuff all the time. I heard somebody in the last couple of weeks talking about eBay fees. They didn't know what the heck they were talking about. How can you guys listen? It is this easy. It is this easy right here. What are eBay's fees? I've showed you guys this a million times. Selling fees on eBay. It's faster to do it on Google than it is to do it anywhere else, than to try to find it. Selling fees right here. All of this stuff is in here. It's going to tell you exactly what your selling fees are. Good till canceled fees, final fees. There are links throughout all of this, but these links are going to take you right down here to each one of these. There's a link to this in the description of the video. I was that nice to you guys, okay? Most categories, 13.25. And then let me tell you something. And then if you add a promotion, if you do promotions, promoted listings, then you're going to have another fee. So say in this category, trading cards, collectible cards, your final value fee is going to be 13.25% on the total amount, plus 30 cents per order, plus whatever you choose as a promoted listing. If you're doing promoted listing dynamic, it's whatever the hell eBay wants to say that category should be promoted at. Sorry, and that's where it's at. So if you're promoting at 20% and the fee for that category is 13.25%, you are now giving eBay 23.25% plus 30%, plus they're going to tax you on your shipping on top of that. If you guys, I'm not even going to include myself in this because I already do this. If you can't take your inventory and look at your inventory and look at the prices and say, I need to price this item at this amount so that it will pay for my promoted listing fees, it will pay for my final value fees, and it will pay for my 30%, and it will pay for my taxes on the shipping. So if you're doing free shipping, you're screwing yourself, because every time you run a sale, I don't care what it is, just because 25 other people are selling something and they're doing it for free shipping does not mean that I need to do free shipping, because I've only done free shipping twice, and it was a YouTube challenge. And I'll tell you something, I can sell something in a category with shipping that other people are doing free shipping, and I will sell it. And I'm going to add in my cost of goods, which my cost of goods, luckily for me, are low. I don't have a problem paying up, and I'll tell you guys when I'm going to pay up for something. I am very honest with you. If you follow me on Instagram, you see my sales. I always tell you what my cost of goods are. I tell you what it's going out the door for, because other YouTubers, people that do shows, will say free shipping. They'll say or it went out the door for whatever. And so when some people do comps and they see free shipping, they'll see another item that has shipping on it, and they add that in to equal out the difference, right? Say your item is $9.99 free shipping. My item's going to be $13.99 plus shipping. I can run a sale on it, and lots of times my items will sell with no sale on it. Why is that? I try to take very good pictures. I try to take as many pictures as I can. eBay has given us the ability to put 24 pictures in our listings. Even if you put 24 of the same freaking picture in, put as many pictures as you can. I've gotten to the point now where I listed a bunch. I didn't list. They're ready to list. I have to price them. A bunch of vintage magazines today from the 50s. And because a lot of them were already bagged and boarded, and that's how I bought them, I just did the fronts and the backs. Normally, I do the front and the back, and I open it up and I do the title page so that, hi, Harry, so that they can see the stories that are inside, so that they can see the names and stuff like that. The big ephemera guys that sell books and magazines, they don't even give you the back of a magazine. If you're lucky, you're going to get the magazine that's pictured. Some of them don't even have pictures. As many pictures as you can, and if you have something that is electronic. Oh, today I listed let me share my screen again here. Let's go back here. Today I listed something. I didn't do a video on it, but I could have. Active listings. Oh boy. I know I'm not sharing yet. I will here in just a minute. I want to go here. I was messing around earlier. Okay. Is that? Oh, I shouldn't do that to you guys. I'll do that to you instead. Today I listed this. This actually is something that this company sells every year, and it comes with perfume and lotion and all that kind of stuff. But all I had was the box and the little, it's an advent calendar. But I listed it and showed the lights. Now this white platform is upside down, and I literally put in the listing that it was upside down. You have to cross the border, because I wanted them to see that all of the lights worked. How many pictures did I take? A lot. That's blurry. There you go. This is actually upside down because this would be the other side is different. Did I need to take a lot of them? Nope. I could have taken this picture right here, and I could have taken the one of it lit up, and it could have all been good, right? I have a question of the night. How many listings do you have? Oh, you missed it. I should know that. I have 3,329 listings, Harry. Hi, Kristen. That's what I got right now. If I do this, there you go. 3,329 listings. That's what I got at the moment. And you know what? I'm not striving to get 7,000 or 20,000 or whatever. I am just striving to list 20 a day. I'm coming back from just a heck of a couple of years, and I'm getting back into doing everything that I need to do. I no longer have any children or grandchildren living with me. Dren's across the street, and I have him every day, but he doesn't live with me. So now I have the ability to not have to worry about anybody but me. So I can work whenever I want. You're pushing for 400, get it. All right. I hear a lot of people picking on a lot of people for listing crap. Everybody has something that they love to list. My jam Somebody put it in, somebody that knows me, what is my most favorite thing in the world to list and buy? Somebody down there knows. I have a lot of it that I don't have listed because it's not selling as well right now as it is. Gum. Hi, Carl. How are you? That was a good one. Right there. Ephemera. If I could turn you guys around and show you my shelf right here, you would probably freak out, but the camera is attached to my computer. So I don't think, look at, that's nothing. Jan, are you still here? Marie, those two have been in my storage unit. They've been in my house. They've helped me move. I love ephemera. I do love costume jewelry as well. The other half of that shelf is full of costume jewelry. Yours is VHS and remote controls. There you go. You've been listing a lot of glass lately, though, Rob. Harry likes hair pieces, like the red one that was on my my mannequin. I love ephemera. If you learn, hi Jane, you learn so much history and see so many cool things. Ephemera, there's nothing about ephemera that can't make you happy. I hated history when I was in school, and I have learned weird stuff. That was good. I have learned some of the neatest things since I mean, how many of us ever thought we would get to see the Ladies' World from August 1898? The pictures, 5 cents they paid for this. That was a lot back then. Look at what were they selling? The best part of a lot of these are the ads. I could list this stuff right now, and I already have drafts made, and I will list these. But I will list, you're just being silly. I'm listing, thank you, Carl, put the wig on. Not going to happen today. You have a PhD in American history. Oh boy. I'm going to remember that. Like I showed you what was in my store. And I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I get a lot of grief and I hear a lot of grief. I'm going to go back in my store. Let's open this, from people for sharing solds and sharing bolos and sharing your niche. And I understand that there are a lot of people out there that don't want other people to know what they list and what they sell. You guys, do you know how easy it is to find somebody's store? You can't hide that stuff. You can't hide the stuff that's selling well. All you have to do is go start searching in a category to find out what is selling well. All you have to do is listen to somebody long enough and they might be incognito about what they talk about. Sooner or later they slip. It's not hard to find people's stores. If you don't want to share it, that's understandable. People will find your store sooner or later. So you can go into somebody's store and you can filter, right? Buying formats, condition, shipping, best match, time ending soonest, time newly listed, shipping prices lowest first, shipping prices highest first. So what we can do is let's go in here and see what's newly listed. Then you can go over here and you can pull categories up. Show more. You can also go right here and you can go somewhere ending soonest, shipping, any condition. Why isn't mine showing me? I don't know if it's me. You can sold items, categories. There should be a spot here. Oh, here we go. You borrow bolos from random eBay sellers all the time. Why not? Why not if you see it? Let's go into this listing right here. Let's open it up. I offer This one has 933 standard shipping, so it's over £1. That's not a very good first picture, but there was that. This is old. I will go in and revisit this listing. This is from the farm. I know that background. So this listing is old. I don't care because this is a collectible item and somebody will buy it. They might buy it this Christmas. I have the option in my business policies. I have many videos on business policies. They're in the lives. I have the option for people to go in here and choose whatever shipping they want. They can choose between USPS Ground Advantage, USPS Priority Mail, UPS Ground, Federal Express Ground. And if you want to remove one of these because business policies only allows you to choose 4, you could put local pickup in there too. Then you have the best of both worlds, right? Jeff, are you in here? If not, Jeff from Hayfro Sales. I probably pronounced that wrong. He was saying in his video that it would be great to have an online platform that offered online sales and local pickup. Well, here you have it. And I told him that. I said, boom, here you go. You can put local pickup. You can put up to 4 different shipping policies, shipping choices in one policy. You could take one of these out like Federal Express, which is the cheapest way to send this item right now is USPS Ground Advantage. And then it just goes up. And it may even be better to go over to Pirate Ship and check their prices. I just have calculated shipping on a lot of stuff right now because I didn't have time to go in and mess around and fix everything over the last year or so. So anyway, if you guys, those little bath, I know, weren't they? They're velvet. They're velvet paintings, Jeremy. So if you guys didn't know that, and if you don't have local pickup and you want local pickup and somebody messages you and they can see where you're shipping from, right? Let's look here. Mine says, I don't know why this says that Ridgefield, Washington, same thing. Ridgefield, Vancouver. I'm 10 minutes away from where I used to live. This is an old listing and it may not have transferred over. So let's say somebody here in Vancouver sees that and they know where Ridgefield is. I've had several people message me and say, hey, can we do local pickup on this? Sure. I'll just go in to my business policies. Oh, I don't want that one. Let's go back here. Do you guys remember how to get to business policies? You can go to account settings. There's several different ways, right? You can go to account setting and you can go right down here under selling. You can go to your business policies. And let's go into that one right there, that policy that I had on that listing. And you edit it. I can go right in here to Federal Express Ground and I can hit remove service. And then I can go right here and I can go offer additional service. Well, what service do I want to offer? All of these services are available. And if you scroll all the way down here to the bottom, it has local pickup. And I can put that right on there. And no, we can't start over. And I don't know where you went because it's dark down there. It's dark down there all the time. So that would give you a choice to always have that as a choice on your listing. People can go in and they can choose that and it'll give them that offer. All right, Derek, you and Regina, thank you so much. I love you too. That's amazing. I appreciate that greatly. I may or may not be gonna be on their Wednesday show here soon. So if you guys don't know that, if you didn't know that, I know there's a lot of people that know that you can do local pickup. Now, if you do local pickup, you have to get a scan code, a QR code. It'll get sent to you. The buyer will have a QR code. You have to do the QR codes when you swap the goods so that eBay knows that the transaction happened so you can get paid. All you got to do is Google it. It's there. You had a local pickup and did a couple, but I started, well, you should worry about your safety, and you should make sure that when you do a local pickup, you either have somebody with you or you're doing it in a safe place. Don't have people come to your home. Unless you're Reba McEntire and you got the gun set up from Tremors. That's all I can say. Don't have people come to your home. Go to a safe place. Go to the police station. There's lots of places you can go. Have somebody with you. I don't care if you're a guy or a gal. Have somebody with you. Right? Okay. I'm going to cancel this. There you go. That goes back to there. Okay. So that gets you your ability to do online and local pickup if you don't want to do the apps like Facebook and Nextdoor and all that stuff, which I don't have the patience to do. So how do you find out somebody sold, right? You can go right here to see other items. It should. Here we go. Right here. See other items. And it should right down here. Brought me into my store from the link from my item, which was different than being in my store, right? Now I can go down here and I can go to sold items. So when people tell you I sold this, 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 and this, and you may think, really? Let's go see what they're selling so that we can model what we're doing after it. It may not tell you everything that has sold. I took a best offer for $38 for this today. It may not tell you everything that is sold exactly immediately, because unless this just sold. Oh, it did. Sold August 30th. All right. It's going to tell you. I was going to say, unless this just sold. I didn't know that. So here are the things that I've sold. But this also, keep in mind, this is the first non-paying item I have had in a long time. However, they bought it and I didn't bother them. I don't. I usually don't have problems getting items sold. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you guys, but I'll lose my train of thought if I don't. I usually don't have problems getting things sold. The buyer reached out to me and asked if he could cancel the order because the person that he was buying it for decided that they didn't like it. I'm like, absolutely. I got no problem with that. Have a great day. Gave him a little smiley emoji. Went back along my way. I didn't have to relist it because I have 2 of them. So I just went and changed no money had changed hands. Now, do we get buyers like that all the time? No, we don't. But we can. Is it frustrating when stuff like that happens? Yes. So if you want to go and see what people are doing, if you don't believe what they're telling you and what they show you as their solds, you guys, this is stuff I've sold in the last few days. It's a mix of everything. I am not in a niche. I am not in one category. I am all over the denture brushes. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? This was dropped off on my front door by a gal that owns an estate sale company. This is a t-shirt. This was free. This was 50 cents. Ramblin' Rod had a cartoon show here in the Portland, Oregon area when I was a kid. This is that little tiny front piece that goes on a KitchenAid mixer. This is a king size quilt that nobody wanted. at an estate sale with 4 pillow shams. That's outside. It was pretty bright, so I decided to do a more toned down. Do you see what I got for this? On the last day, I picked this up for free. I didn't walk by it the first day. I just decided that they only wanted $15 for it. It's handmade. How do I know it's handmade? Because I was raised sewing. But there was also a clue right here. And you can look at the stitching. There's a better picture right here. See this stitching? They hand stitched all the binding on here. So if you know, you know. If you don't, find somebody who'll help you. I showed pictures of one of the pillow shams had. If you have a bed and you can lay stuff out on, great. If you don't, do whatever you can do. Anyway, off track. So you can go and find, if you have somebody that you just think is the best seller in the whole world, and you are totally enthralled. Kat, are you still in here? Kat, feeling thrifty? Report to duty. She's listening, I'm sure. You can go and look at other people's stores and see what they have sold or what they haven't sold. I like selling weird stuff because people like buying weird stuff. And that doesn't mean weird, but just stuff that you would never think of picking up. How many of you guys are going to pick up stuff like this and think, oh, this is worth some money? There. I have about 10 different categories sitting on my desk right here in front of me. So, I have told you guys this name over and over and over again. Magpie Ethel on Instagram. WorthPoint just did a huge spread on her. There are many things out there that are selling. If your store is not doing what you want it to do, it is just as much your responsibility to go, hey, maybe I need to add a different category in. Leave the stuff that you have. Don't worry about what's in your store. It'll come back. But don't continue to add 50, 60, 70, 80 of the same thing, basically, a little different maybe, every day. And then run promoted listings. If I listed 50 of the same thing and had promoted listings on every 50 items, I'm promoting against myself. Anybody out there think about that? You shouldn't even probably start promoting for at least 2 weeks, in my opinion. And there are a lot of things that we shouldn't have to promote, but it's full on pay to play. If you haven't started using promoted listings, don't. Yes, Magpie Ethel is taking a break. She's going on a little vacation. She just lives across the bridge here. She has a yard sale every year. I don't even think I could imagine going. I know Jody Toy Attic has been to it a couple of times. Only if you have the only, no. If I don't want to say any names, but I agree with you. If you have the only 50 of that item or so, you still don't want to promote all 50 of them. Why would you do that? There's only 2 places, 3, 4 places that promoted listing search is going to go on a page. Top, middle, bottom. So 3 of yours are going to be promoted against the other ones of yours. Do you see what I'm saying? And especially if it's in a category that's a vintage or a collectible. You're just whacking yourself. It's like a big old game of whack-a-mole, 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 whack-a-mole. Which one's going to come up? Nobody's seeing them. They're not going to get sold. Nobody's buying them. All right, let's run a 30% off sale. All right, now let's send out a coupon. I will never send coupons out. Don't worry about that. If you follow me and I got your information, you're never going to get a coupon from me. I'm not going to send a coupon out. If you're running a sale and you send a coupon out, then they have to choose. They have to choose between the sale. They have to choose between the coupon. There's too much out there. Simplify it. I could say buy good merchandise, but pretty much anything will sell sooner or later. Pretty much anything will sell for a price. Do you want to buy lower? There's nothing wrong with having bread and butter items in your store. We need to have bread and butter items. Not everybody out there has $100, $50, $40, $80, $200, $1,000 to spend. Some people may be looking for a birthday present and they have a limit. They only want to spend $20 plus, and that could be including shipping, right? So we need to have some lower priced bread and butter, peanut butter and jelly, whatever you want to call, in our store. You should, and all of those things should balance out. My ASP right now is $47. It's been that way for quite some time. $47, I think is what it is. Let me go back over here and look. I want that one. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about, because where the heck is this? Let me go here. Now, there's a program you can pull up on Google to figure out exactly what your ASP is, down to the frickin' penny. If you guys don't know who Tech and Sports is, which I find it very hard to believe any of you don't, his YouTube channel is linked down below. He just did a video with Mel back from Burnout, and her channel is also, and that's on her channel. That is also linked below. In there, he talks about the program, and I'm not going to put it up there because you guys go watch it. I think everybody needs to watch that video. It is an amazing video. I could be Mel sitting in that chair. So you can real quick figure out what your gross ASP is. You can, let me see here. I need a calculator. It's right there. And it's oh, that's wrong. You guys. My ASP, my gross, is $45.56. That's just that's just what it is at the moment. It was a very interesting video. Thanks, Jeremy. It was a very interesting video. Bread and butter items we need now. If you sell in just a few niches, then you have to figure out what items can I source in my area where I live that are gonna that are gonna sell decently for me, that I can get at a decent price. I don't want to hear anybody whining about the prices at estate sales. I don't want to hear anybody whining at the prices at the Goodwill or any of the other thrifts. If you guys follow Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, Thrifter, Flipper, Trash to Cash, everything that he does, if you follow him and you listen to him, he is always giving his wife, who goes by Blue Ridge Mama, a hard time for being at the Goodwill, but it's jokingly, right? Yes, was it this morning when, if you guys need to go see that video too that he put out this morning, just go and listen to it. Tough love. Yep. If you he's got a spot. He sold a blue t-shirt. He goes, Blue Ridge Mama. She's never wanting to take anything to the Goodwill. She's always wanting to get every nickel and dime. That's paraphrasing. But basically, I think he was trying to say they only got so much money out of it because it was just a t-shirt of one of the, I think it was Bubba, that's his oldest boy. It was one of his shirts and they just sold it. She would have rather sold it. She didn't sell that shirt for any more than she would have had to pay for it had she gone to the Goodwill. So why donate it to the Goodwill if you're going to the Goodwill and buying stuff like that? You already paid for it. You already have it. If it's in good condition, list it. Or find somebody that you know needs it to give it to. I was just telling somebody, Marie knows this. Quite a few people know this. I have a huge garden. I love gardening. If you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you've seen my videos of my garden. When I have extra produce that my kids don't want, anybody else around here doesn't want, I put it on the corner out front. When I have something that I want to get rid of and I don't want to sell it, or it's something that's, whatever, I put it out on the corner and somebody takes it. When my son moved out, he had a tent. I think it was just a 2-person tent still in the box that I had given him. And he goes, Mom, I'm not going to use this. I go, put it out on the corner. Somebody will take it. Could I have listed that and sold it? I sure could have, but there's 25,000 tents out there. But there's people that don't have a home in our cities that sucker was gone. It was gone. So find your thing. Look at your stuff. If you go to pull up a comp on something and you got a box, just because somebody gives you something free doesn't mean it's worth listing. However, when you go and look at your comps and you see that something's not selling for what you would like to get for it, and you have somewhere you can hold on to it for a little while, put it away for a little while and bring it back out if it's worth it to you. There's nothing wrong. Hi, Lisa. Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. There's nothing wrong with putting things away and not listing them right away. There's nothing wrong with listing a winter coat in the middle of August when it's 225 degrees out. Because somewhere else it's winter. If you aren't selling internationally, you should be, in my personal opinion. Somewhere, what is the Jimmy Buffett song? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Time to list Christmas crap is the minute you walk through the door with it. I'm the worst person to say that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Christmas crap, Halloween crap, Easter crap, St. Patrick's Day crap. Why are you guys? Here's my thoughts on this. Holiday stuff sells all year long. I think Christmas crap sells better in July than it does any other time of the year because Christmas in July, right? Everybody runs their sale. Hi, Periwinkle Drain. Oh, and Chicago Lady is here. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while either. So why would you store that stuff unless you're just a hoarder of Christmas because you think that you love it and you never had it when you were a kid and you're someday going to decorate your whole house? Why would you want to store that stuff away? If you're going to store it away, list it. And while you're storing it away, it's listed. If you're going to store it anyway, list it. It can't sell if it's not listed. It really can't. You can't will it to sell. If you collect something, you buy it all year long. And you may just be waiting for that one crazy person in Washington to list that box of, I don't know, what do I got? Christmas crap. You may be waiting for that one crazy person to list those satin balls that somebody decorated because somebody out there needs them. and they need the green ones, and they need the pink ones. Somebody out there, you guys, I paid $1 for this whole box. It's going on Whatnot, or not Whatnot, it's going on Mercari. Somebody out there needs these 2 Pure One ornaments because theirs got broken when the cat jumped on the tree. I don't know. Just making it up. Most of the time at estate sales, they'll have a box of ornaments like this, and they just want $1 for it because they want it to go away because they're going to throw it away. What is the 21st day of September? Do you remember? You really probably don't want me to sing. So, pivoting means that you have the ability to look at I am lucky. I am blessed. I have so many. Hi, Chris. I have so many. I've lived in the same area for all my life. My family had a dairy farm. My dad and my mom knew everybody, and everybody knew them across the world, across the United States. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. People give me stuff. I give stuff to a lot of people. There's people in this chat that I've given hundreds of dollars worth of stuff to, given it to them because I am lucky enough to have that. And I don't even know if I could list everything I have, but I keep being able to get more. So do you stop? I don't know. How many people ran out of inventory during COVID? A lot. I sent a lot of boxes to a lot of people. Bye, Glenn. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Thanks for being here. To a lot of people during COVID because they couldn't get out. And I did it because I had it and I could. There are people in this chat that send stuff to people all the time. If you know your people and you know what they're going through and they might need a little help, help them out. Or don't. I mean, you don't have to. It's just what I do. I have a lot of death pile, backstock, whatever you guys want to call it, money pile. Still have stuff from the first time we cleaned the room in the barn. I probably do too. So I have in my son's garage right now. I don't know if I want to admit to this. It doesn't matter. I have almost as big of a love for vintage clothing as I do for ephemera. And here's the thing. Every time I go to an estate sale, I bring the stuff in the house. I clean it, I sort it, and I put it away. Whatever it is that I'm going to list, I get listed. I list enough of everything, of something from every sale I go to pay for whatever, to pay for it. And then I will list the few things. Man, I was at a sale with Jody Toy Addict and her mom and sister and Terry Mindful Recycle. And they kind of split the sale up. You could go in the garage or you could go in the house. But if you went in the garage, then you had to come back out and get in line to go in the house. So Dren and I went in the garage with one of the other gals that was there with us. And they had a 36-inch Smurf pool ball, beach ball. I bought that thing for $9.99. We came out, we got in line. I bought some other stuff. We got in line. I literally listed that thing while I was in line. No comps. Nobody had one. I listed it for $189. I had a sale running. Then I hadn't clicked off don't add new items. And it went into the sale. And when I woke up the next morning, it had sold for $159 plus shipping. So if you, and that paid for everything that I bought in the garage. We're not going to talk about the stuff that I bought in the house. Okay. We're just going to leave that there. So when you go and do your sourcing, find your things, make your piles, ABC, start going through some of your things. Is this fitting my model anymore? Is there somebody out there I know that this model might fit? Is there somebody out there that's hurting for inventory that they would love to list this? There's all kinds of, do you want to have a garage sale? Nope, I don't. Hey, Marie, you want to come get this stuff? Or, Marie Perlette right here. She and her husband are some of my very good friends, and they have helped me move several times. And they go to flea markets and do all kinds of stuff. So I am all about hooking them up whenever I can. You have to be able to pivot. I don't know how many videos on my Let's Talk About It playlist that talk about all different kinds of things that you can sell. That good night, Kristen. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hi, Steph. All different kinds of things that you can sell that a lot of people just really do not think about, that you can pick up for pennies. Sometimes, lots of time, pennies are free. So go take advantage of it. It's free. I don't charge for this. I need to share it with people. That's me. I need to share. I don't want to be secretive. But all of these problems that everybody's having on every platform, if you cannot succeed on one platform, you're not going to succeed on another platform. So figure out what it is that you need to fix for yourself. If you need to cross list and get a cross listing service, there's List Perfectly, which they're going to bust out. I'm probably going to start List Perfectly here in the next month, sometime in the next month. I was thinking about Vendu, but Chrissy, Rusty Bucket, I don't know if you're still listening. She and I have been going over the nuts and bolts of everything, and it looks like List Perfectly is going to be the way to go, price-wise and cost and everything. So, excuse me, get a cross-listing service. Not only is a cross-listing service good for cross-listing, if you just want to have a place to, hi, Callie Debs, if you just want to have a place to park your stuff in case something happens and you get suspended. I don't care if your main platform's Posh. One of my very good friends, Rhonda, junk in my trunk. She just got booted off of Etsy. They won't. And if you guys think that eBay's bad, Etsy's even worse. She can't even talk to anybody. So it's just as bad over on these other platforms as it is on eBay. But nobody's hearing a lot of this other stuff because everybody's screaming eBay so bad. It's not just the platforms. And we have to understand all of these computer systems were built by who? By people. We make mistakes. Wires don't get soldered. Something's wrong here. The power went out. This circuit broke. Something. It's not eBay fixed the problem. Are there problems that they need to fix? Yeah, but do we know if they're fixing them? I'm sure they're trying to. This is their livelihood too. Do they want to kick somebody off the platform that has 12,000 listings? No. That's 12,000 listings they're not going to make any money off of. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, bye. They don't care who you are. Amazon's even worse. You better be toe on the line doing exactly what they tell you to do. You might not even you're gone. Done. Have a business plan, have an idea, know what you're going to do, stick to it, and be able to pivot. If these items, I'm going to tattle on myself again, but you guys already know this. If you have 13,000 buttons and buttons aren't selling well, put those things in a jar and enjoy them for a year or two until buttons are selling good again. Find something else to list. Importing your listings onto an app and having them there for safekeeping is probably the smartest thing that any of us could do. And I need to do it because I have a lot of work into my, some might say piddly store, and others might say that, oh, wow, I'm one person. And I'm not saying that I'm one person with a partner out there doing something. I am a one person helping to raise my grandson. I have a house that I own, so I don't have a landlord to come and fix stuff. Right? So you choose how many hours in the day you want to work. If you went to work and worked for somebody else, you would be working 8 or 10-hour shifts. You would have how many breaks? You would have a lunch. If you were a crappy employee when you worked for somebody else, you're going to be a crappy employee for yourself. And I'm not picking on anybody or saying anything. If you're the person that was late 3 days a week to work and finally got written up and finally got fired, you're going to be late 3 days a week to work for your own self. If you're the person that called in, if you had a little sniffle, then you're going to call in and stay in bed when you have a little sniffle for yourself. You're either going to put 8 hours or whatever it is, choose. Are you going to do 4 hours of listing and then maybe 2 hours of prep and 2 hours of putting stuff away and 2 hours of shipping? Figure it out. Figure out what you need to do to make the proper amount of money for you to pay your bills and do whatever else you want to do on top of that. And if for whatever reason you are not able to do that, then you may need to supplement your income with a part-time job. Is that a bad thing? No. It means that you've realized that things aren't working like you want them to. Doesn't mean you failed, because we all fail. Fail better the next time, and fail better the next time, and fail better the next time. Eventually, you will fail yourself right into success, but you cannot give up. And there's people in this chat that know me very well and have heard me bawl and cry with problems that I've had, and they're there for me, and they're like, you can do this, you've done it, you'll do it. And I do. We all need those people to talk to, but we don't need to be whining and crying and causing paranoia and asking people for help and asking people for opinions and totally blowing them off when they give them to you. This might be a helpful, it might be a rant, but we have to be able to pivot. I raised 2 kids by myself. I was a single parent. Sometimes I got help, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes people would say yes, sometimes people would say no. You figure it out, you do it, you get it done. What other choice do you have? I guess there's other choices out there. For me, it wasn't. We have to be accountable to one person in this world. I have to be accountable to me. Steph has to be accountable to Steph. Rob has to be accountable to Rob. Let's see. Let's not pick on everybody in this little. Jeremy has to be accountable to me. Jeremy has to be accountable to Jeremy. Donna, you got to be accountable to Donna. And a lot of people will say, well, I need an accountability partner. No, you don't. You want somebody to make you feel guilty. And then you're going to get mad when they go, have you done this? Have you done that? Did you do this? You only have so much. And then you get mad because they're badgering you. Well, if you've asked somebody for their help and you get mad and nasty with them because they're checking in on you like you asked them to, then you got a problem. I got lots of problems. I got 99 problems and I'm my biggest one, right? That's all I can say. We all have stuff going on in our lives. We've all had sicknesses. Or maybe we're going through one right now. Or we've all lost family members. We've all moved. We've done this, we've done that. I don't talk about my tragedies in my life very often. You can see them in my social media posted there. So many people have health issues and tragedies. It's amazing. But until you get to the point where you're going to die from that, most people don't want to change the way they eat. They don't want to exercise. They don't want, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. I don't want to spend 4 hours on eBay listing and taking pictures. I just want to go shop all day. Right? Is it eBay's fault that our stores aren't doing well? Sometimes. There's glitches. They have servers. Things go down. Things happen. Is it Poshmark's fault that things aren't selling well? Do we need to share on Poshmark? I know people that have Poshmark stores that have never shared their stuff and always sell their stuff. And I'm not saying, and it's sharing, and that's the whole premise of Poshmark, right? Not everybody has time for that. Not everybody wants to hire a bot to go and do it for them, which is now legal to do. So if that's the kind of stuff that you don't want to put out another 70, another 50, another $20 because you just don't have it. You just want to sell some stuff and put some gas in your car. Go buy a loaf of bread and some cheap bologna or whatever so that you can have a sandwich for lunch tomorrow. Right? Right now things are tough, but but you can do it. If you need help, every single one of you in here that has Facebook or Instagram can get a hold of me through there. If I can help you or give you some inspiration, I will. If I can't, I won't. But the worst thing I can do is say no, and then you're no worse off than you were when you asked. That's how it goes for anything. Best piece of advice my mom ever gave me, and I don't talk to her much. If you don't ask me, I can't help you. If I can't help you, I will tell you, and you will figure out a way to get what you need to get, or to get through what you need to get through. There is no free check. There's no free lunch. There's nothing. So when we're having a hard time, when things seem down, I don't look at my sales and go, I share my store with you guys every time I have a video. I don't have anything to hide. I don't want to be that person to have something to hide. If I'm having a bad day, I'm going to tell you, look, I have one day here, no sales. One day here I had 320, then it went down to 26, then nothing. I'm not looking at these days as oh my God, I didn't have any sales. What's going on with eBay? I don't know. I don't care what's going on with eBay. I'm going to look from here to here. What are my sales? $5,922.24 in the last 31 days. That's nothing to spit about. But everybody else is focusing on this. Oh my God. You didn't have any sales, and then you had this, and then you had that, and look over here, and then you had nothing. I don't care. I don't care that I've had one sale today for $48.14 because it's $7.25 here. I've sent out I got 5 more offers to send out right here. Do you guys do this? I have sent out, I'll tell you in a minute just exactly how many offers I've sent out. This is a spewed Disney Christmas tree. It's not in the sale right now. And this is a Harper's Bazaar magazine I just listed yesterday. It has 7 views and 1 watcher. This is a set of Goody hair barrettes that I can tell you right now, I paid nothing for this. I paid nothing for that. And I paid nothing for this. And I paid, somebody help me. It was $7.50. This was $7 for this Gunny Sacks dress. And this is a Robotech Strike Force source book. I paid $1 for that. All right. Some of these are on sale and some of these are not. Make it easy on yourself. Send an offer. I'm going to send a 5% offer on these. There we go. It's done. Don't let them pile up. These people just looked. I send offers out every hour. sooner than I have eBay open either on my computer in here or on my phone. It's my business. It's pays my bills. It buys my grandson his clothes. My granddaughter, who I don't get to see very often, it buys her things when she needs stuff. I call her all the time. Do you need stuff? She's diabetic. What do you need? I couldn't do that if I didn't have this stuff open, if I wasn't doing all of this stuff. That's what we have to do. eBay is your business. It's either your part-time business or it's your full-time business. If you cannot answer and deal with your business because you're at a job during a certain amount of time, that's how that is. But you do get breaks at your normal job, right? During those breaks, open up your app, see what's going on. Are there offers? Send those offers out. Those people are looking at it right now. It could be another person looking up comps. Who cares? It'll still send it out, right? Uh-oh, Brett has a bomb. Watch out. Hey, Dean, how you doing, buddy? It's endless. The things that you can do. Go in and add your social media if you're social. At least get a Pinterest. If you don't want to do Facebook and you don't want to do Instagram, I have a Facebook for Business page. I don't know what they did. I used to be able to post my stuff right from eBay here on the computer over to my Facebook for Business, but it took that option away from me. So now it's another step. So do your 20 listings. And if you have a time at night where you sit and watch TV, pull your phone open. Go in and share your listing on your Facebook. Share them. I have a Facebook for Business. I do not use my personal Facebook for anything eBay related other than I moderate a group. I moderate for Courtney Bullabuddy's Facebook group, which is almost 100,000 people. And I have a lot of friends that I have met through reselling that are my friends. And I'm in groups and stuff with them. But as far as my personal, you guys can get a hold of me on there, or you can get a hold of me for Farm Girl Scavenger. It's better for you to try to get a hold of me on my regular one. But I don't post anything to do with my business on my personal Facebook page. It's not my business. That's my personal. I don't really post much of anything on there, to tell you the honest truth, anymore. You post cat pictures. Anyway, so, there are so many avenues out there that it doesn't have to be eBay. It doesn't have to be Posh. It doesn't have to be Mercari, Depop, Grailed, Kitizen, Bonanza. There's more. There's way more. You guys would be Ruby Lane. All of these places that pop up when you do a comp, all of these odd places that pop up. Some people have their own Shopify stores. And I've seen lots of people saying, I'm leaving. I'm going to start my own Shopify. Go ahead. Your Shopify store isn't going to get anywhere near the traffic that even Bonanza gets. Who are you hurting when you say I'm leaving? Who are you hurting? You're not hurting eBay because there's somebody coming in right behind you. Frustration is high. At some point in time, maybe just go take a walk. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. You got to be one step ahead of what's going on. Continue to be consistent in your listings. I don't care if you're going to list one item a day. If that's all you can list one item a day, always. If you can list more than that, if this is your full-time business, I don't want to list 50 items a day. I don't. I may sometimes, but very seldom. I have no desire to list 50 items in one day. 20 is enough, because I'm not the person that goes, let me see what I can find here that takes a little. oh, it's a vintage picture. I'm just going to take a picture of this. I'm going to go, oh, it's some guys. One's got his hand in his chest. They all have ribbons on. No, I am going to Google this. I'm going to search it. I'm going to figure out what group, what school, what's going on with these guys. Is this one kid right here sick? Got no hair? I don't know. Or did they just cut his hair? I'm going to figure out. Sometimes it's nice. They have stuff written on them, right? I'm not just going to stick this pattern up for $12.99. This is a $50 pattern. I'm going to stick this pattern up. As a matter of fact, I just got in fights with for 3 weeks. I've had a lady trying to buy 3 of these for me for $45. I finally blocked her. I've told her over and over and over again I would not sell them to her for less than $49.99. She keeps coming back. So, well, you know what? I get to decide the price I want to put on something. I get to decide the worth of it by the age of it. These patterns are from 1920s, I think. There's not a lot of these out there. I don't get to have somebody come in and tell me, I'll give you $5 a piece for this lot of 9 items that you have because that's what I want to give you. It doesn't work that way. And every time one of us takes an offer on something like that, when we know that it sells for $10 a piece plus shipping for one of them, you're causing problems for everybody else. If it's a vintage item that's not made anymore and there aren't a lot of them out there, why would you sell this? Because you need money to pay your bills. So find the things that you can sell. I challenge you guys, next time you go to the grocery store, to pull open your Mercari or your eBay and start looking stuff up and seeing what people are paying for stuff that's right on the shelf in front of you, because they may not have it in their neck of the woods. You would be surprised at the stuff that you can buy in the grocery store and sell, and you can make some good money doing that and not have to bring prices down on stuff like this. Hot sauce, baked beans, Taco Bell sauce packets, which you can get free, by the way. Just save them up if you're eating at Taco Bell. Bean and cheese burritos, pretty cheap, right? Bean and cheese burrito. Do you want hot sauce with that? Yep. Have them throw it in there. Save it. Get yourself a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie and put it in your car or whatever. You guys would. I'm just telling you. The stuff that's stuck in here that I know, I have nothing more than love to share it with you guys. And I do. And I sell a lot of this stuff, and I don't care, because nobody, unless you're going in, you didn't hear this from me. All right. Unless you're going into Taco Bell and you're eating in the dining room and there's a big tub of sauce and you may or may not just put 5 handfuls in your paper bag. Don't do that. Trader Joe's grocery bags. You guys know what I listed today? I got these free. They were going to throw them away. This is a vintage Coach shopping bag. It's paper. And this is a vintage Louis Vuitton. Got that free too. And right there is a Louis Vuitton box. How many of you think about Walmart bags? I literally bought, this is hilarious, 12 paper bags at Trader Joe's for 5 cents a piece. And I laid those suckers out on my listing table and I listed them. And guess what? They sold. I don't know what to tell you. There is nothing out there that you can find that somebody isn't going to want to buy at some point in time. You've sold Walmart and Kmart bags. Yep. Trader Joe bags you'll find on the daily at the bins. If you guys go to the bins, bubblegum wrappers. That's all. It's what it is. I mean, somebody out there needs these, right? Fright night, bat those lashes. Crazy stuff. Alpaca poop. Someday I'll redo that video. Shit sells, you know. Look it up. Masonic. Oh, Masonic, and that's a good one. You sold a whiskey bottle cork. That's amazing. Who is it? Not the Mormons that come to your door. The Jehovah's Witness tracts. Look those up. Woo. Those things sell crazy. Let them come and give them to you. But what you really want is the older ones. You know, you get. I remember going to LA with Katie and Vicky. Do you guys know them? Katie and Vicky Silverberg, LVL, Pink Peacock. They're in Las Vegas and they do the Boss Reseller Remix. So when I got burnt, and I met Katie and Vicky shortly after that at eBay Open, and Vicky was in the station fire. If you don't know what the station fire is, put that in Google. It was a horrible thing. Just put the station fire in there and you can learn all about it. Anyway, all the big dogs in 2018 called me out. They started a GoFundMe, and all the big dogs, Chris, Daily Refinement, who was 10K on the Bay, all those guys, Rake and Profit, Casey, Rockstar Flipper, all of them. I mean, I could go on. Donated to my GoFundMe when I got burnt. So she got me sponsored to go to the World Burn Center conference in LA. And I remember being down there, and we would be going up an escalator or something. And I'd be like, did you see the shoes? Did you see the shoes that they're wearing? You know, stuff like that. Be that way everywhere you go. In your head, pay attention to what people are wearing. Pay attention to what they're driving. Pay attention to what they're carrying or not carrying. Pay attention to what they're putting in their shopping cart. I'm an inspector. That's what my background in the real world work service is. I notice everything, and it is annoying. I would love to just go somewhere and enjoy myself, but I can't stop looking at anything. I'll look at it. I look at any and ask anybody that spent any bit of time with me. It can be painful. But in the business that we're in, oh, she's got a hat on that says, ask me about my plants. Really? Do you guys know that one of the biggest industries right now is horticulture and agriculture? Seeds, fertilizer, dirt, knee pads, gloves, safety glasses, you name it. That's one niche, right? Gardening. Then you got what? Oh man, you can have plants inside. Succulents. During COVID, succulents were huge, and they still are. Then you got all these little planters. I'm looking around to see what I got. The things that you could use for planters are amazing. You'll see people all the time. Look. This is not. Here's a planter. It's actually a vase for Christmas. Bat poop. Bat poop is worth, guano is worth quite a bit. Someday I'll list these, you guys. You can have the opportunity to buy them. Sorry. Planters. Anything that you can shove a plant in is now a planter. You got a coffee mug you don't want to use anymore? It's now a planter. Voila. And you can sell, okay, you can sell plants on the internet. You can sell plants on eBay. Just be careful. Look up what you can and can't sell across state lines. Go watch I have a couple of videos on that kind of stuff, and there's rules. Look them up in eBay, selling plants on eBay, that kind of stuff. Open your mind, think outside the box, and be able to pivot. If the things that you have listed aren't doing well, Mary, thank you so much. If the things that you are, Mary's like me, she's done a million things and continues on and is battling cancer. And you never will hear her complain. This is Mary right here. You guys aren't following her? You should be. You just keep on keeping on, because guess what? This is horrible. The sun will come out tomorrow, whether you want it to or not. So you can either embrace it. We all have bad days. We all have crappy ass days. Sometimes we have a month's worth of those days. I just did. I had to take a month off. I had things to deal with. I had to take a month off. I missed you guys. Many of you sent me messages and checked on me. I appreciate that more than you ever know. I took a month off of everything. Every once in a great while, I put something on Instagram just so that people knew I was alive. I had to take some time off for my own sanity. Oh my gosh. Well, it's all broken now. This is my son, Justin, everybody. Dren's dad. I love you, buddy. He sells. He has a store. He has a few things listed. It's not as exciting to him as it used to be. He used to have a 500 item store. He'll either get back to it or not. Mostly he just wants to sell hats. I stole her from you all. Anyway, life is tough. You can be tough or you can be a marshmallow. Some days we just need to be the marshmallow. Some days, if it weren't for this person and this person and this person and this person, and I could go on, I don't know how I'd make it through the day. I am by myself most of the time. I have chosen that life. It's not been forced upon me. So we can choose to whine and cry and be paranoid and have anxiety over what's going on a platform. You can look behind you and you can see that over the years, this has been a consistent thing on every platform. Anything that has to do with the computer, anything that's computer run, computer generated, there's going to be glitches. They're going to quit spending so much time trying to figure out why you only had $200 of sales in the 7-hour period when you should have had 5,000. Instead of us pivoting and looking, oh, I didn't have any sales today. Yeah, that irritates me too. But I've gotten to the point where, oh, well, I didn't have any sales today. I didn't have any sales a week ago, 2 days in a row. But guess what? My overall monthly sales are really darn good. So should we seriously be freaking out and going, oh, this weekend was bleak, it was brutal, but yesterday was a banger? Guess what? It's like your average cost of goods when you go somewhere. I don't care if you go to the bins. You got 100 items. You spent $22. What's your average cost of goods? 22 cents? Is that right? Yeah. All right. I had a $500 day yesterday. I'm just saying this. A $500 day yesterday, a $2 day the day before, a $1,000 day the other day, 4 days with no sales. What's my average cost of goods? What's my average sales over those days? And what does it end up being at the end of the month? Don't freak out. Unless you've gone to the point where You have 5 weeks with no sales. There's something seriously wrong. Turn your computer on. You have to have your computer on to see what's going on. Just go kidding. If it's really that bad, then you really need to take a look at what you're listing and what you're trying to sell and what your listings are, and get a hold of somebody that's been doing this for a while. I'm not saying get a hold of somebody who has a YouTube channel who's out there. Most of these people that have YouTube channels that have only been doing it for 3-4 years, or maybe they've been doing it part-time for 12 or 20 years, half of them can't answer a question for you because they themselves don't know. And it doesn't mean they're stupid. They just don't know. There's so much to learn. There's so many rules to learn. There's so many new things that you can do. All the different thing with the business policies and the different shipping. You could spend days just teaching people about that. And then what about if you want to do auctions? What about if you want to do this? Auctions. If you guys are having really bad time selling and you don't do auctions and you're only a buy it now person, start running some auctions. Every Sunday, list 5 items on auction. You will have 5 sales on Sunday. The next Sunday, if you're doing 7-day, you will have 5 sales. Unless you're just going crazy and putting it at some crazy. Start your auctions at the least that you would take for something. Start your auction there. Figure in the shipping. Figure it. Well, they're going to pay shipping for me. I don't have to figure that in. Figure in your cost of goods. Figure in your fees. You don't have to do promoted listings on auctions because I don't think they have added that in there yet. Start running some auctions. If you're not running auctions, start running your auctions. It's a great way to get rid of some stuff that's not doing well. Right? Make a junk drawer lot. Grab this and grab this and grab this, and you get 5 of these, and you get 1 of these, and you get 2 of these, and make a junk drawer lot. And put that on auction. Gather up all these little things that maybe don't fit my listing. I don't really want to list anything for under $14.99. That's my choice. You can ask a question. Go right ahead, Chris. Get yourself a box and start throwing some of these little things in there that I don't want to do whatnot right now. I really feel like I need a helper to do whatnot. So I'm not doing whatnot right now. Yeah, just put your question in the title and I'll see it. So find these little things that maybe will sell for $5. Maybe they'll sell for $3. Get some little boxes. We all have boxes. Go to the dollar store and get some boxes out of the thing. Every time you see something that's similar, make yourself a box every week. Make a junk drawer lot. You can do the same thing with ephemera. Go watch my video on stamps. My friend Ethel in here, Brett, helped me with that. You can make ephemera junk drawer lots. You do. Come out here one of these days soon. Hang on a second. I see you, Chris. Why isn't it letting me? Where did you go? You have a Bible from 1852. Should I auction or buy it now? Have you done the research on it to know how old it is? Is it what's going on with it? Is it signed? Is it falling apart? Send me some pictures. Are you on Instagram, Chris? Send me some pictures of it and I'll help you. Does that make sense? There's a lot of question. There's a lot of answers to that question. Somebody else will go take some pictures of it, list it, throw it up. Put it on auction. Are you having problems with sales? Are you having stuff? Put it on auction, but have an idea what you think you want for it. The least amount you would take for it. Figure in your cost of goods, your time, and your selling fees, right? Because the auctions have a selling fee, which is supposed to be reimbursed to you depending on the store. And if you guys don't understand all of that, Google it and they'll tell you. My Instagram is Farm Girl Scavenger. As a matter of fact, where am I? I don't know. Click your heels enough times. That's weird. Okay. This is me on Instagram. I don't know. Paste. There you go. That's me on Instagram. Oh, Jeremy, you're fast. I should have known better. So here you go. I do a lot of reels. I don't just do your social media is for you. Don't listen to everybody and tell you that you have to have a YouTube channel for this and you have to have a YouTube channel for that and you have to have a YouTube channel for your lives and you have to have a YouTube channel for your static videos. And if you want to do gardening stuff, you need to have it. You do you. If we have to go through our life constantly doing what everybody else tells us, what kind of life do we have? What kind of life do you have? We all have the ability to be our own person. And there's so many of you out there that have never been allowed to be their own person. Think for yourself, do for yourself. If you're having a hard time on the platforms that you're selling on, take a few minutes and look at your listings. If your pictures are bad, fix your pictures. If you're ending and selling similar, AI has caught on to that. It may catch a few of them when you did it. I haven't ended and sold similar for 2 weeks now. I just did it today just to see what's going on. And I already know, let's see, I already have another listing eligible to send out for an offer. I just did it, right? These are 2 swizzle sticks because these items I ended and sold similar today. But let's do this real quick. I'll show you guys something. When you are in your seller hub, if you come right down here into your listings, it says ending today. Pulling up these 7 listings and ending them, that means they're gonna relist themselves today. Pulling up these 7 listings and going right here. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them need recommended item specs. Some of these I just listed. This is their first tour. It is much easier for me to go in here and end these 7 listings and spend, hang on a second. All right. And spend 20 minutes going in and looking at them, changing the photos. When I say change the photos, I don't mean move the photos around. You need to change them. You need to change the size. You need to ended listings. Let's look here. By the way, I don't keep anything in my unsold. If you see something in my unsold, I just put it there, or it's sold on Bonanza and Bonanza delisted it and put it in there. If I have something in my unsold, there's a problem. Or, when you pull your app up, it's going to show you, right? It's going to show you how many listed, how many sold, how many unsold. I don't ever want to see anything but a 0 there. Because if something is there and I didn't put it there, it will catch my eye immediately. I never hold items. If I end something, I'm going to work on it right now and I'm going to get it taken care of and it's going to be done. When I'm done with this chat, I'm going to go in here. Nope, I did. I made it. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fix whatever these need. So you can open this up and you can go in here. How many pictures do I have? Well, maybe I can open this picture up. Obviously, I can't do anything with it right now. I could crop it. I could crop the corners here and make it a little smaller. I can take this picture and move it. Does that make sense, you guys? You have to change the actual physical size of the pictures. You can add more pictures. My inventory is down at storage, so it's not as easy for me to just, like, I could have just walked out to the garage, or I can go soon. I'll be able to go down into the basement. I could pull it up. I could throw it on the table, and I could take a few different pictures of it. If your pictures are bad, I've been impatient lately, and I've been taking a lot of blurry pictures, so I have to go back and fix those. And I get mad at myself because I didn't slow down. So I will go through there. Change your title. Do you have a description? Did you list 50 of the same thing and you use the same template and you didn't change anything in it? That's a no-no. Make a template that has all of the basic stuff in it. Let's go into my drafts because I'm not done with you guys yet. I mean, you can leave whenever you want. I'm not going to hold you under duress. This is my draft bank, and I have certain see this one with the question mark here. Say I was down at storage and I saw something there that I was like, I need to get that listed. I need to get it right now. I can just pull this draft up on my phone and I can add the pictures to it, because I don't want to have a bunch of pictures sitting in another folder somewhere. I have my phone there. I got a draft. I can add the pictures. I can put a quick title in. I got my scales and everything down there. I can measure it. I can do my shipping and everything on it. Then I can come home and do whatever research I need to do and finish up that listing, and off it goes. Yep. I love that song. I literally love this song. Have a few of these, have a few separate different ones. It's got a, I just went in and just made a base draft. Custom label SKU listed. I have the item category, every other thing. You got to have a category in your drafts or you can't save them. Store category, other. All of this stuff I can immediately change. I have my little ditty from my custom templates that you guys should all have. And you can go right up here, right? Pull this up, see more options. Here's your custom templates, all the different ones that they'll allow you to have that I have made. Put your description in. This is one thing you can't do on the phone. You don't get to do this condition description, which is different than this description. If it's a historic or vintage item or something right here, I'm going to put something in here. Buy it now or auction, price. All of this stuff. You can just put any shipping policy in. It's not what you're going to use necessarily, but you got to have one to have a draft. And then you can, you know, like I said, if I'm down at storage and I want to take some pictures of something, then I have a scale and all of that, because that's where I do my shipping. And I just add all that in there, right? Save it for later. And I have, I don't know, 4, 5, 10 of just that. Did this bring me back to, I have 135 drafts because I have 2 freaking totes of purses that I need to get listed. And I've been working, I did 5 yesterday, but purses to me, I'm not the person that's just going to throw up a purse and say that it's a red Coach purse and here's the creed and I want to know everything there is to know about that purse, because it might be a vintage purse that is hard to find. I'm that person. So I torture myself. It takes me longer to do listings than most people, but my listings are mostly 100% complete. And I know when somebody asks me a question that I can answer that question because I did the research on it. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. And I don't suggest you be like me because it's painful. Okay, I have all of these ones right here that have a name are the purses. All I need to do is take pictures of them, weigh them, do the shipping, and do a little and figure out the price. Some of them I already put prices in. These are 1, 2, 3, however many blank drafts for books. More bags. These are for dresses. I got a bunch of clothing at an estate sale for very inexpensive. This is how I do my custom SKU. I don't know if you guys are using the SKU. I didn't use it for years. ES stands for estate sale. The name is the person of the estate sale company. This just happened to be, this company had 2 sales going and that weekend, and Stacy was the gal who was running that one. That's what I paid for it because I did a bulk buy. This is the day I listed it, not the day I bought it. This is the day I listed it. And this is where it is stored, in the women's clothing tote. I didn't put tote there. That's how I do mine. A lot of people are like, tell me that I should put the date up front so that I can sort. I don't sort. I'm not a sorter. You can do it however you want, but that right there gives me enough information to know what I need to know. So this is just a blanket base draft. So I could go down in the basement where my steamer is and where my listing thing that I've made up. It's basically a standing kind of thing where I can do flat lay, and I can steam 10 dresses, 10 shirts, 10 whatever. I can go down there. I can do that. I can take the pictures. I can put them in this draft, and they're there, do all my measurements, and then I can come back up here later, or say I have to go wait for Dren at school. I have to take him somewhere. I have to go do something. Then you can finish the rest of your stuff on your phone, right? So I use both my computer and my phone, and you can just go in here and you can do a lot of stuff. And this is where I see a lot of people. Let's say you're listing hats. They're going to go, bing, I'm branded. They're going to go, bing, one size. They're going to go style, strap, snapback. They're going to go whatever, color, multicolor. But then it does not apply. I know this is dresses. And then they're going to take pictures for 50 hats. And the only thing that they're going to come in here and change is the title and the price. And everything's going to be the same. Well, guess what? When you set those 50 listings free, they go into eBay's back room, because they just got all their crap from the estate sale, which would be your 50 listings. They're going to go into eBay's back room, and they're going to sort through those, and they're going to look at them. They're going to look at your seller level. They're going to look at your feedback. They're going to look at your returns. And then they're going to go through your listing, and they're going to look at your title, and they're going to look at your item, and they're going to look at your pictures, and they're going to look at your item specs. And if you just gave them 50 listings, and the only things that are different in those listings are the price, the pictures, and the title, they're going to rank your item from, let's say, 1 to 5 as to where they're going to place it in search in that category. So you just gave them, and you put promoted listings on all 50 of them, right? You just gave them 50 shit listings, because the only thing that's different on there is your pictures, your title, and what else did I say? Your pictures, your title, and your price. You screwed yourself. Are you thinking about that? The only thing that you need to do that you need to know to do is have a good item. That doesn't mean that these that might only sell for $9 isn't a good item. How are you presenting that item, and are you listing 45 others that are very similar at the same time? Do 5 today. Do 5 next week. See how they sell. If they all sell, do 5 more tomorrow. And when I list in 20 items a day, I am not listing 20 of the same item. And I know a lot of you guys have been trained by people to list like items because it takes less time. But I don't think Cassini, and from what I have learned from other people, by the way, there's an article down in the description about, if any of you have heard about it, eBay's white papers. If you're technical and you like to read that kind of stuff, it's about some stuff they did, and it came out in May. It's pretty interesting. You might want to go check it out. It has to do with Cassini and all that. So if you have 50 items and all of those items are the same, except for the pictures, the price, pictures, price, and title, and they rank your items at a 1, they're going to stay at a 1. And then you're going to end whichever ones of those, if you're doing the end and sell similar, you're going to end those items like those 7 I just ended there. There's something that they need refreshed. Do they necessarily need to be ended and sold similar? No, I could just end and relist, which is probably what I will do with those. Because AI, artificial intelligence, is coming on strong. And if you don't know that, and you don't like it, and you don't want to accept it, and you want to put your blinders on, it's not going to do you any good. You can't stop it. Right? Good night, Jan. I love you. Good night, Jeremy. Thank you so much. And Harbor's Hope, good night. Good night, Steph. I'm missing all of you guys. Better look here real quick. So in 30 days, if those items didn't sell and they go back and they're going to end, then they're going to rank right back down there at 1. They may actually rank at 0 now, which means you're going to go way back into the back room again. You're going to be down in search. You're not going to be there. So if you list 25 Chico's items, if you list 25 vintage patterns, 25 of these, 25 of these. Now, how about if you list one listing with a multi-quantity of 25 of these? That's different. That's okay, right? If you have 25 of these that are slightly different, you have to have a listing for each one of these. But they're going to be in the same category, and they're going to be in the same they're going to be in the same category. You're going to list these in exactly 25 of these, right? So think about that when you're doing your listings, because you're not only competing against the other people out there that have the same items as you, now you're competing against yourself. And that one right there is just so blatantly right in our faces that 95% of people don't even think about it. And it has nothing to do with smarts or seeing what's in front of our face or putting the hot cup of coffee between our legs and having it spill on us. We know that something like that can happen. We know it's there, but it's not like there until somebody goes, right? Hello, wake up. So my mind never stops. And I have a hard time spitting a lot of stuff out because I get distracted. That's why I'm not looking at the chat hardly at all. I'll go back and watch later when it loads back up. And if I see anything in there that I feel like I need to, that I really need to deal with, that somebody hasn't gotten my attention for, then I'll leave a comment in the description. I'll leave a comment down below and I'll pin it, and you guys can come. And you can always come back. As a matter of fact, I've been, yelled at by a few people. You can always come back and leave a comment afterwards, right? It's good for the algorithm, blah, 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 all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Think about the things you're listing. Think about when you're done listing your items for the day and you have items that you need to prepare the items for the next day, and think about it when you're setting them out. Are these all in the same category? Do you want to go take pictures of 20 dresses? Go ahead and do it if you have something set up for it. That doesn't mean that you have to list all 20 dresses tomorrow. Good night, Anna. Thank you so much. Right? Maybe save some of them for the weekend. You don't have to work 7 days a week. There, you can have a draft bank. You don't have to ship on the weekends. You don't have to list on the weekends. Maybe that's when I do my sourcing if I go. I love going to estate sales. That's my favorite place to source. Every once in a while we'll go to the bins, but I really enjoy estate sales. That's my jam. And those are on the weekends, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I very seldom list on the weekends. Well, I'm doing a lot of listing now on the weekends because I'm not sourcing right now. I do not need to. I really don't want to either. Hey, Rev Artist, how you doing, buddy? You snuck in. So think about that when you're listing your stuff. You could list 20 books because I guarantee you they're going to be they're probably going to be in a different category. You might have fiction, nonfiction, cookbooks, pamphlets, right? Think about that. Do you want to just list some books tomorrow? Find 10 books that are in different categories. I listed some books last night. These I'm going to put on Macari. I'm not doing cross posting yet, but these I'm going to put on Macari. That's a $20 book. These are all between $10 and $15 books. I've only sold one item on Macari. I have 32 or something like that. And so I'm trying to train myself to list a few on Macari every day now too. I'm getting lots of likes. I'm getting views and stuff because I had my first sale. It got sent out okay. It got paid, all that good stuff. So I'm working on it. I need to go over to the garage and pull some, Chrissy was telling me, and Courtney too, I need to just get some plush up there because plush sells really good on Macari, and just get some feedback. If you have low feedback on eBay and you're having a hard time getting sales because you think it's your feedback, go buy some cheap stuff. You need some toothpaste? Don't go to Wally World and buy it. Buy it online. You need some fingernails polish or whatever, these little things that cost a few dollars. Buy it on eBay, and your feedback will build up faster that way too. I don't buy a lot of stuff online. My feedback isn't probably where it should be for as long as I've been doing this, but I also don't give feedback unless I get feedback. If they give me feedback, they get feedback from me. So that's where that is. Anyway, so I hope I have given you guys enough ideas and enough lecture to be able to look at things in a different way and understand that it's not all eBay. It's not all Poshmark or Amazon or whatever. You have to understand business. You have to treat this like your business because it is. You are the boss now. That supervisor position you've been wanting for 10 years that you never got, you got it. Show yourself what you can do with it. You can do it. Find something. Find something to make yourself motivated. If you don't watch Mel Robbins or you don't know who Mel Robbins is, go look up Mel Robbins, the high five habit. When you get up in the morning, go give yourself a high five in the mirror, get your butt moving and do what you need to do. All right, you guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I will see you next week. Let's see what we can do. Report back next week, and we'll see how things are going. Meanwhile, there's links in the description for some other channels that I think you might enjoy. And there's links to the terms of service. There's links to the fees. And if you have any questions and you need some answers that I can help you with, if I can't help you, but I know somebody who can, I'll send you in their direction. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for spending your time with me. I appreciate you greatly.